Welcome everybody to another Voice of Nick show. We're going to be doing more video editing, and we're currently working on the Hobbit classic game review. So let's see if we can start putting this baby together. We're currently in the assembly right now, so that means we're going to be taking all of our footage we organized and just putting it together into the first version of the edit, which includes sort of like everything that we originally were going to have in the edit, and then after that we start chopping things out of it. So let's keep going. Like the Riddles in the Dark chapter of this game, I don't think there actually is any riddling gameplay. It's all just kind of interpreted into this big open sprawling cave network that you can explore, which I thought was a pretty good way to handle it if you're going to make The Hobbit into a platformer. I think nowadays they probably could have done some kind of Mass Effect style choice system with riddles, but I don't know. I thought this totally fit the type of game they were making, so I really enjoyed that kind of adaptational aspect. It's totally fit the type of game they were making. So let's see if we can cut this. Game they were making. The type of game they were making. Do I have proxies for this piece of footage here? Where's my proxy indicator? I don't think we have proxies for this, so let's, first of all, I'll put this here so you guys can see it. But for one, we're going to add the proxy thing, which essentially just shows whether or not you have a proxy on each clip. We're going to probably need proxies on everything for this, because whatever codec aspects are involved with these iPhone videos, as well as some of the game footage sometimes, you just end up needing proxies because it doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to display it smoothly. So let's just make a proxy right now. First, let's save it. Proxy, create, next to original media, and we'll just let this run. And if you didn't see the other episodes where we made proxies, essentially this just means that it's an intermediate that's used for editing purposes. So like, if you can imagine, when you're cutting something, when you're working with it, you don't want to be working with the, high definition, maximum resolution footage, because sometimes it'll have codecs or aspects to it that are difficult for the computer to decipher on the fly. It's like playing a video game at max settings. So if you can imagine, it's kind of like if you have like, you're playing Crisis at ultra settings at 4K, but instead, if you were working with it just to see, to test the game or something, you turned it down to all low settings. And so that's what this is. It's like you're making a secondary clip that's at like very small. It's almost like it's a standard def clip that fills in for the high def clip in your editing sequence. And then when you export the sequence to like, put it on YouTube, it'll actually export it with the correct high def settings. It'll like replace it because it knows where all the time codes are, so it switches them out. It's really useful. And if your computer ever has a hard time, like, playing back clips while you're editing, you probably just need to make proxies for it. Oh, this coffee's good today. I'm gonna drink some more of it. What we can also probably do, well, we don't really want to do anything while Media Encoder's going here, because it gets kind of upset when you do stuff while it's exporting. But we'll let this run. And by the next episode, we will have a whole bunch of proxies that we can work with for our Hobbit video. So I guess let's call this one here. You know, we set up our process for the proxies. We realized that we needed proxies, and then yeah, on the next one we'll have that. So thanks everybody for joining on this one. If you don't know, the channel that these end up on, these edited videos end up on a YouTube channel that I created called Voice of Nick Vlogs. So if you're on YouTube, you can search Voice of Nick Vlogs. You'll see the finished one of this when it comes out, which is a Hobbit game review. You'll also see the other 6 videos that we've already edited. All of these get edited live on stream, so it's a fun process here. Now guys, I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.